Hello everyone, I'm Timaeus, and we're back with another quest guide, this time for the Lost Tribe, in which we will investigate sightings of goblins below the Lumbridge castles, inside the castle's basement. For requirements, you will need a agility level of 13 or more, thieving level 13 or more, mining level 17 or more, completed the quests Goblin Diplomacy and Rune Mysteries, and also have with you one pickaxe of any kind you can equip or use, and one tinderbox plus a light source. During this quest we will enter into the basement cave, so it's pretty dark, so we have to use some kind of a way to illuminate the area so we don't fall into a hole and basically get killed. For optional stuff, I recommend having some energy efficiencies like energy potions. About 4 should be sufficient. And with a fast travel to Lumbridge Castle twice, such as using the Lumbridge Teleport Tablet. With a fast travel to Varric Palace 1 time, such as using the Varric Teleport Tablet. And with a fast travel to Goblin Village 1 time, such as using Falador Teleport Tablet. The Falador Teleport Tablet is still pretty far, but it's the most accessible one, and is to Goblin Village. Okay, so make sure you have your stuff, and once you're ready, make your way to the Lumbridge Castle. You can just use the Lumbridge Teleport Tablet that I did, puts you pretty much right in the courtyard right there. Once you're here, just head way to the second level upstairs. We're going to talk to, inside of the Duke's room, we're talking to Sigmund. Can I help you? Can I help you? Do you have any questions for me? There was recently some damage to the castle's cellar. Part of the wall has collapsed. The Duke insists it was an earthquake, but I think there were some kind of monsters to blame. Start the quest. So what do you need me to do? You should ask people around the town about it. Perhaps someone saw something. Pretty interesting mystery. Okay, so we have a couple of, I guess, suspects to converse with. We have the cook inside the castle on the first floor. Right here we have Hans, who is this, I guess, wandering soul in the courtyard. He moves like around here. I have no idea why he's even here, but anyway, there's another person there. We have Father Eric inside the church. Inside his church, Father Eric, and also we have Bob inside of his axe shop. So to talk to all of them. Eventually, one of them will basically let you know that they saw a goblin. It's completely randomized which one it is for each player. So just go through the list. The order doesn't matter. Just eventually, someone will basically point that out to you. So I will talk to the cook. Alright, so how is the venturing going? Ask him, do you know what happened in the castle cellar? Oh, it's terrible. There was rock and dust everywhere. It got onto my ingredients. So he has no idea. So let's talk to the next person, who will be Hans. What are you doing here? Do you know what happened in the cellar? Last night I was in the kitchen and I heard a noise from the cellar. I opened the trap door and saw a creature dart into a hole in the wall. So he saw something. It looked a little bit like a goblin, but it had big bulging eyes. It wasn't wearing armor, but it had this odd helmet with a light on it. A cave goblin. The tunnel was too dark for me to follow it. Why would you do that? So I went to tell the Duke instead. But when we went down to the cellar, the hole had been blocked up and no one believes me. I believe you, friend. Thank you, Timaeus. If you can convince the Duke I'm telling the truth, then we can get to the bottom of this mystery. So for me, it was Hans. For you, it could be, I guess, the cook, or someone else. So there is Father Eric. In case you never seen him before, this is what he looks like. And Bob is close by somewhere. There he is. Oops, that is not Bob. There it is. This is Bob. So those are the 4 possible persons who can give you more clues as to what happened inside the cellar. So once you have that information, head back upstairs to the Duke's room on the 2nd floor. We're going to talk to the Duke and hopefully convince him. Greetings. Hans says he saw something in the cellar, or whoever it is for you, could be Bob, whatever. He says it looks like a goblin with big eyes. Yes, he mentioned that to me, but I think he was imagining things. Goblins live in natural caves, but everyone knows they don't have the wit to make their own tunnels. They're too incompetent. Yes, Your Grace, but if there is a possibility that this is a goblin incursion, then we shouldn't take that too lightly. I think we should at least investigate. Your Grace, the adventurer took that talisman you discovered to Sejidor. I think you should listen to him. Very well. I give you permission to investigate this mystery. If there is a blocked tunnel, then perhaps you should try to unblock it. I guess using my fist. Anyway, so once you have finished the dialogue, head your way back into the kitchen on the 1st floor, and inside the kitchen, climb down into the cellar. And head your way to the southeast corner. Then use your pickaxe on the rubble. You can't directly mine it, so just use it on the rubble. And I have dislocated a tile anyway. You dig a hole into the wall. So now ignite your light source. For me, it is a torch. Just make sure it's on, because it is incredibly dark. Then enter inside. So do not try to go too far, because you will fall and basically hurt yourself. Go as far as you need to until you get to this brooch, and then just take it on the floor. And then basically just head your way back to the Duke. If you're curious, this is what the brooch looks like, some kind of a symbol. So now we have to show the Duke and see what he says. I dug through the rubble and found a tunnel. On the ground I discovered this brooch. I've never seen anything like that before. It doesn't come from Lumbridge. What do you think, Sigmunda? It is unknown to me, Your Grace. But the fact that it exists proves Han's story. It must have been dropped by a goblin as it fled. I've never heard of a goblin wearing something so well crafted and sophisticated. Then it must have been stolen. But it wasn't stolen from us, then who could it be from? It doesn't matter. They're goblins. That's all I care about. They did bad stuff to us. Horrible thieving goblins. We must eradicate them immediately. We should wipe everything out. The goblins from the east across the river over there. And then the goblins inside the tunnel, and then the goblins across the face of Glynor. I will not commit troops until I have proof that goblins are behind this. Chill out, bro. Timaeus, please find out what you can about this brooch. The librarian in Varrock might be able to assist you. Alright, so now we have to go to Varrock. You can just use your Varrock teleport tablet. And once you are in Varrock, make your way to the palace, which is just north of the center. And on the 1st floor, head your way to the north room, which is the library inside the palace. In here we will talk to Reldo. Rhymes with Waldo, but anyway, Reldo. Where is Reldo? There he is. About the brooch. Can you tell me about this? I've never seen that before. Where did you get that? Inside a cave underneath Lumbridge. Very odd. Do you know where it came from? A goblin might have dropped it. I've never heard of a goblin carrying a brooch like this. But wait. The other day I filed a book about ancient goblin tribes. It's somewhere at the west end of the library, I think. Maybe that could be some use. So search this in the northwest area. It may take you a few tries to actually get the book that you need, which is search this one, A History of the Goblin Race, and then just read it. I will not read this book because it's pretty long, but I will take pauses as I skim the pages. And as you see, the symbol of our brooch is the Dorgeshuun, goblins of the strong spears. Hey, the symbol looks like the Dorgeshuun tribe. So now that we have that information, we have to go to Goblin Village. So just use your, I guess your Faldo teleport, which is I guess the most convenient one, the most successful one anyway. And make your way to Goblin Village, which is all the way over here. And once you're here, talk to the generals, the bosses. And then say, have you ever heard of the Dorgeshuun? Dorgeshuun, that old goblin legend. Get lost here. Lost tribe. In time of much war, there were many tribes. Big High War God sent Dorgesh tribe to fight beardy, short people in mountains. I guess dwarves. No, he sent them to fight tall people with biting blades. That's what I hear. I guess barbarians. It was beardy, short people. That's how legend goes. And then ask them, it doesn't really matter. What happened to them? Well, they said, we don't fight anymore and became pacifists, so the big high war god punished them. That's silly. No goblin ever denies combat. What happened then? They lost battle. That's why God punished them. If they lost battle, they all be dead then. No, they were losing so much that they ran away, and Big High War God punished them for being cowards, I guess. So now ask them, well, either way, they refused to fight. Yeah, I suppose so. Anyway, Big High War God punished them. He turned their insides into stones. That's silly. Not as silly as green armor. What happened then? He put them into stone, big hole open in ground, and they all go into cave. That's not punishment. Cave's nice and cool. But then he closed cave so they don't get out. You not want to stay in cave all the time. And then ask him, well, I found a brooch underground, and it looks like the Dorgeshuun. That's not look like goblin brooch. Goblin do not wear jewelry. Well, if it's Dorgeshuun tribe, they know not who won big war. You should greet them with goblin victory dance. No, you should greet them with goblin tribal bow. Doing bow makes you look like a little wimp. It's how tribes greet each other in old days. Only if wimpy tribes, goblin salutes strong. And then say, why don't you show me both greetings? That's a good idea. Watch and learn. So this is the both the bow and the salutes. And then that's basically all you need from them. Thanks. Bye bye then. Bye bye. And yeah, so now we have unlocked both the these emojis, emotes rather. There's the salutes, ho ho, and then there's a bow. So let's go back to the Duke. I spoke to the generals in the Goblin village. They told me about an ancient Goblin tribe that went to live underground. What more proof do we need? Nasty smelling goblins have been living under our feet all the time. We must eradicate them at once. Perhaps you are right, Sigmund. I will send word to the army to prepare for an underground assault. Timaeus, I would still like you to find out more about them before we exterminate them. It cannot hurt to know one's enemy. Okay, so now we have to return into the cave and navigate through it. This is kind of a dangerous because if you take the wrong path, you will end up in the swamp area right there. And unfortunately, since you need a light source, when you resurface at the swamp, basically your light source will combust and deal up to like 30 HP of damage. So yeah, don't take the wrong turn. You'll know if you're on the wrong path if like stones start falling down to basically kind of warn you to turn around. That's one way to kind of figure it out. So ignite your light source, make sure that's lit, turn, and then re-enter the tunnel. So it's extremely dark, but some things you can do to help you navigate through this. So this is the route here. You see it's pretty dark. So if you get lost, you can try to like use a floating map, and you can kind of tell where you are. That's one way of doing it. I recommend just zooming all the way out because it helps you kind of see the different routes. So I guess the first the first decision is to go east. Go east, and then you enter into this kind of a cross section, and then you want to go to the second north route, not this one, and then just follow this naturally as you meander yourself through here. And once you're at this cross section, just keep your way west, all the way west to the end. Circle around the top area. It's extremely dark. Around the top area here, and then once you're here, you want to circle back down into like a little I guess S right here, into this little cavern, and then just kind of make your way up north here. All up here, yes. So as I was saying, if you go if you notice like rocks falling down, that means you're on the wrong path, and you're pretty close to basically falling into the trap and basically exiting into a swamp. So make sure you kind of pay attention. So just continue onwards, continue meandering around here. And then continue all over here. Do not do this. Go around here. Yes, it's very hard. Very hard to kind of tell. Yep, I think that is that. And then, oops. It's here, huh? And once you're here, just continue west. And then kind kind of east, then kind of meander around here one more time until eventually you reach another cross section. Continue going on. Okay, so once you're here, you're almost there. Continue down here, and then continue over here, and continuing on down here. Almost there. Yeah, don't take this path, that's a trap. And then down here, one last meander until we get to the city area, and then the underground area. Alright, so there we are. So yeah, just take your time, zoom all the way out to help you see the entire kind of a tunnel, and then here we are. Once you're here, talk to Miss Tag. Miss Tag. Who are you? How did you get here? Help! A surface stroller this deep in our minds. We will all be destroyed by him. So relax, just show him your bow emote. Haha. A human who knows ancient greeting? Friend? Greetings, friend. I am sorry I panicked when I saw you. Our legend tells of the surface as a place of horror and violence, where the gods forced us to fight in terrible battles. When I saw a surface dweller appear, I was afraid it was a return to the old days. Did you break into the castle's cellar? It was an accident. We were following a seam of iron, and suddenly we found ourselves in a room. We blocked up our entrance and ran back here. Then we did what cave goblins always do when there is a problem. We hide and hope it goes away. We mean no harm. Please tell the ruler of the above people that we want to make peace. Alright, so that's basically that. So now talk to him again. Hello, friend, and then ask him, can you show me the way out to the mines? Certainly. Please hurry, you must avert the war. So now we have unlocked a fast travel method between the city underground and also this area. So once we return here, we'll have a Kazakh, a surface, underground goblin, and we can follow him to basically bypass all this nonsense. We no longer have to do that. So make sure you talk to him about showing you the way out, and then just return to the Duke. I have made contact with the cave goblins. They say they were following a seam and broke into the cellar by mistake. And I suppose you believe them, goblin lover? Well, they seem very friendly than most goblins, and nothing was taken from the cellar. Actually, something was taken. Sigmund has informed me that some of the castle's silverware is missing from the cellar. Unless it is returned, I'm afraid I have no option but war. Who knows what else they could steal from us? Perhaps my throne next or something. Okay, so now we have to deal with this. So first, let's pickpocket Sigmund, because this guy is he's very fishy, and then go to the other room, which I guess is his room, and then open this chest. Haha. Sigmund must be a member of Humans Against Monsters cult, HAM. That's the acronym. So now we have that. Make sure so now we have that. Head outside the castle, and we're basically going to enter the HAM headquarters, the Humans Against Monsters, which is just slightly northwest in this kind of broken down area. If we were to enter here and then basically pick lock this trapdoor, it may take you a few tries depending on your thieving level, and then climb down. And once you're here, just search these crates until you have the silverware. So now let's return to the Duke with these evidences. I found the missing silverware in the Ham Cave. Sigmund, is this your doing, bro? Of course not. Chill out, mates. The goblins must have dropped it there as they ran away. Don't lie to me. I knew you were a Ham member, but I don't think you would stoop this low. You are dismissed from my service for all of history. But don't you see it? For it was for the best. For the goblins to be living under our feet like this, ugh. It doesn't matter how civilized they are subhuman species and must be exterminated. That's enough. Get out of my sight. I see I was ill-advised. Unless there is an act of aggression by the goblins, there is no need for war. And this is the peace treaty between the borders of Lumbridge and the Cave Goblin Realm. Please deliver it to them and ask them to meet with me so we can make this official. Alright, so let's go back to the Cave Goblins rather, because there's more than one of them. Make sure your light source is still lit, and then we enter this cave. And now we have the option of following Khazar, which is a fast travel way past all that nonsense and straight to the end. So be careful not to follow Mistak, which will basically put you back to the other side. Right click and talk to him. Hello, friend. I have a peace treaty. Then you will not invade and kill us. Not as long as you agree to the terms of the treaty. The Duke of Lumbridge wants to meet with you. I will summon Urtag, our headman, at once. And this is the end of the quest. Your Grace, I present Urtag, headman of the Dorgeshuun. Welcome, Urtag. I am sorry that your race came under suspicion. I assure you that the warmongering element has been removed from my presence. I apologize for the damage to your cellar. I will send workers to repair the hole. No, let it stay. It can be a route of commerce between our lands. Tobias, Lumbridge is in your debt. Please accept this ring as a token of my thanks. It is enchanted to save you in your hour of need. I too thank you. Accept the freedom of the Dorgeshuun mines. These are strange times. I never dreamed that I would see the surface, still less that I would be on friendly terms with these people. And we have a cliffhanger here. Prattle on, little goblin. Mahahaha, Sigmund. Soon you will be destroyed. And we have completed the quest, call ourselves one quest point, mine XP, one ring of life, and access to the Dorgeshuun mine. Thank you for watching, everyone. We have completed this quest and we got ourselves the ring of life. If you never used it before, it basically can do a few things. One, change so when you wear this ring of life and your HP, whoops, sorry about that, guys, my recording just stopped by itself. As I was saying, when you wear the ring of life, equipped it, and your HP drops below 10%. So for example, my HP is 91. If it drops below 9 HP, then basically the ring of life teleports you to a safe location. So it's like I guess a safety barrier, so to speak. Although you can still die, you know, like it's like for example, if your HP is 30, and then a boss whatever hits you with like 35 whatever, then you're dead. But in the event that your HP drops down to 9 or something, then it will activate. But it's not 100% guaranteed. So make sure you're aware of that. This will not save you 100%.